this is Amy Rich with amyrich.net. I am here with project number 6 in the 12 projects of Christmas 2023. We've been doing these 12 projects of Christmas for many years, and I am just excited every time. So thanks for joining me on this whirlwind, and project number 6 is one you're going to love. I'm going to introduce some old products and some new ones as well. So the Brightest Glow stamp set was found in last year's mini catalog, and it carried over to the annual catalog, as did the dies with which it was sold. And these dies and the stamp set are now sold separately, so they're not sold in a bundle, but they work perfectly together. These dies obviously could be used with lots of other stamp sets as well, but I'm going to showcase these along with some products from the mini catalog. And first of all, let me introduce to you the Snowflake Specialty 12 by 12 paper. I don't remember. Let's bring in our mini catalog. It is the Snowflake Magic 12 by 12 Specialty Designer Series paper. And it comes with these 3 designs and 2 of each of them. And they are single-sided. We're used to our papers having a backside, and in this case, it does not. But Lost Lagoon is the color that is featured in here. And then we've got, of course, white and silver and a little bit brighter blue here as well. But I'm going to focus on this beautiful Lost Lagoon piece, but then I wanted a little bit of silver to highlight with the DSP. So for that, I went to our online exclusives. And this silver foil paper, it's a trio pack. It's got 3 different designs as well, but all in a silver finish. So we have the regular silver foil. We have this one, which is actually, to me, the most beautiful. It's a little bit darker silver, a little bit deeper gray in there, but then it's got some texture in it as well. And then finally a matte silver, but you can find these in the online exclusives. They are sold together in a pack. So if you see the gold in the annual catalog and wonder where the silver is, now you know. And finally, I am going to feature one of the Deckled Circles dies for our project today. And you're going to love this card, like I said. So let's get started and see this fun fold that can actually be duplicated quite quickly. I'm going to start with a piece of Lost Lagoon that measures 7 3/4 by 5.5. And I scored it 1 3/4 inch from each end. And I'm just going to fold on those score lines. And you can see when you fold on those score lines, they don't come all the way together. And that is actually the look I'm going for. So we're going to keep it just like that. And then we are going to actually start working on the inside and work our way out. So for this, we're going to start with a piece of 4 by 5 1/4 basic white. And that will just be the inside layer so that we can write and stamp on it. And I am going to stamp a sentiment on here. I'm going to put it on here first. And then remember that stamp set I shared with you at the beginning, Brightest Glow? That's what I'm going to use here in Lost Lagoon ink. So the Merry Christmas is absolutely beautiful. It's probably one of my favorites that we have right now, my favorite Merry Christmas. And I'm going to put it just up from center, just a little bit, but almost centered. And then I'm going to bring in that Snowflake Magic specialty paper that I've cut 1.5 by 5.5. So what that means is it's going to go all the way from top to bottom on these flaps. So now we're going to close this and we're going to add our panels. Oops. I just told you it's going to go from top to bottom, and then I forgot. So I'm going to add those. So what's going to happen here is we've got borders on left and right, and then these will just go right down the center from top to bottom. And that is just a beautiful decoration to our panel with a little tone on tone, which is, to me, pretty elegant. So I love that look. But now look, you can see our Merry Christmas. So we need to fix that. So the first thing I did when I was preparing for this card is I took a piece of Lost Lagoon cardstock and one of the dies from the die set. And this is one of my favorite dies because, as you can see, it doesn't cut out the circle, but it creates that beautiful, it's almost like a speckly series of dots there to create a border. And then I decided if I was going to put that on here, that's a lot of Lost Lagoon. So instead, I cut it out of silver, and then I used my Deckled Circles dies to cut out around all those pretty little dots. So I have now my focal point here that is going to cover up the Merry Christmas. And when we adhere it, we only want to adhere it to this left-hand side. So I'm going to put adhesive, and I'm just going to not worry about the holes too much. And then I'm going to close this up again and adhere it right over the top of that Merry Christmas, just to cover that up. So now it will open like this. Look at how fun, quick, and easy that Fun Fold card is. It really is simple to put together. The last piece is one more die from the die set, which is right here. And don't you love how it creates those dots in different sizes around the outside? I think that's so cool. And then back to the stamp set and the Lost Lagoon ink, All is Merry and Bright. And I want to point out something to you about these two stamps. You can see that the same font is used in All is Merry and Bright and the word Christmas here. So they go perfectly together. And I love that this one is designed to fit right into that shape. And now all we have to do to finish it off is to add a few Stampin' Dimensionals on the back. And then add that to the card. Now, I thought about putting some ribbon on there. The suite that I took this beautiful snowflake paper from, the Snowflake Magic, comes in a gorgeous suite. The Winter Meadow Suite. And it has beautiful ribbon, some amazing faceted gems. But when all is said and done, I wanted to let that paper talk all by itself, especially with the silver here on the outside. So I hope you've enjoyed project number 6 in the 12 projects of Christmas 2023. This is one of my favorites. I love Fun Folds, and I love how simple this one is. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you back here again for project number 7. So don't forget to subscribe so that you don't miss a single video.